Dear brothers and sisters, I welcome you all to hear and see this video message. Today we are going to pray for India should be 50th among 190 countries in enforcement of contract. Presently India lost 15th ranking in enforcement of contract. This will affect the investment in India and our economic growth. So we should pray for this prophecy prayer point. This video comes in two parts because this article having more than 8,000 words. So it will comes in part 1 and part 2 video. Reference for this prophecy prayer point from 26th July 2022 Times of India. India is in the bottom 15th percentile of all nations in ease of enforcement of contracts. Ease of enforcement of contract is most fundamental to any civil society. It has widespread effects on our economy and society, from attracting corporate investments to fostering innovation and entrepreneurship, to enabling greater competition in the economy and virtue in society by eliminating Matsya Nyaya, where big fish eat small ones. For India to grow 7 to 8% annually, it needs to be at least among the top 50 nations in ease of enforcement of contracts. Why is India's contract enforceability score so terrible? Primarily in India is absolutely slow judicial system. Civil justice system is especially slow in India. There is a lot of hullabaloo over criminal justice system being slow and plenty of media attention given to the same. As a result, there is some effort to speed up criminal justice system. Unfortunately, the civil justice system has been given the stepmotherly treatment over the years, although it is many times more slower than criminal justice system. Most people in India who are facing a breach of contract without any practical remedy. Even arbitration in India has been plagued by high costs and terrible delays, which keeps arbitration out of the reach of common citizen. India is not considered as a preferable seat of arbitration, as there have been incongruous and flawed interpretation by the judiciary when compared to the foreign jurisdictions. Big corporations prefer to take their arbitration to jurisdictions like Dubai and Singapore. In Singapore or even the USA, where one could enforce a contract in a matter of weeks or a few months maximum. In jurisdictions like Dubai, Singapore and Hong Kong, a large arbitration can be wrapped up in a single day. The Department of Justice is the nodal department for the enforcement of contracts. India is known for backlog in its judicial system, which has been a major drawback for the country from becoming a commercially preferable jurisdiction for enforcement of contracts. On an average, judiciary takes 4 years to resolve a commercial dispute in India, as against 164 days in Singapore, the top ranking nations in terms of dispute resolution. For investors, Enforcement of contracts is most essential for measuring time and cost to resolve a commercial dispute and evaluating a country's risk. Time, cost and quality of judicial process are the three variables which the World Bank has taken into account for ranking the countries, and the enforcement contracts parameter of the ease of doing business ranking. India's ranking on ease of doing business is 63rd in 2019 among 190 countries. India needs investment of 4.5 trillion US dollar to build sustainable infrastructure by 2040. So it is imperative to rapidly boost India's global ranking in the World Bank's ease of doing business in order to attract foreign investment. So we need a fair, speedily and effective dispute resolution mechanism in India. The economics of enforcing a contract demands that the cost of enforcing the contract must be lower than the profits one expects to make from execution of the contract. If the cost is too high, it may not make sense for a contract to be enforced at all. Then parties to any contract depend on either benevolence or good relationship, etc., to recover their dues. This increases the number of breaches as parties are not afraid of legal consequences. This can lead to a breakdown in large number of deals, causing a lot of loss to business and individuals across the entire economy. The threat of enforcement stops people from opportunistically breaching contracts, thus keeping the business ecosystem reliable and trustworthy. Understandably, in case of larger deals, the enforcement cost may still be lesser than benefits of enforcement. So, in those cases, parties with huge stakes will still enforce contracts, while similar business and not so rich individuals who have smaller deals to protect suffer the most. Unfortunately, nobody has undertaken the task of quantifying the losses so far. Even the World Banks appear to be calculating their numbers based on big business and not the problems faced by small micro enterprises or individuals. In Indian courts, this phenomenon is quite visible as big business houses commander more time of the court by hiring expensive senior counsels, a measure completely out of the reach for the average micro, small, medium enterprises, small businessmen, traders or individuals who may have a legal claim.